6 a.m. I still feel gross. I wish I could say that I feel great today, but I don't. And I think the reason is a lot of it, I think, is I'm carrying a lot of things mentally that I need to let go of. I'm feeling a ton of unresolved things. It's a lot of conversations that I need to have, but it's stressing me out at this point. This is what's hard about getting better, and this is what's hard about, like, starting to actually talk about things that bother you, is exhausting, and it's really hard to balance taking care of yourself while being honest with yourself about things. And honestly, I shouldn't have gone to Easton yesterday. I really shouldn't have. Everyone could tell I was off, and, like, it wasn't productive anymore, and I don't want people to limit me to that, and I'm really not that I was off. Like, that was not my normal self. So it's just frustrating when, like, you want to be there with your friends, but mentally you're somewhere else, you know, and mentally you're really wrestling with things. And then I think it's just very vague at this point what has to be done for this group to be finished. So I think the anxiety of, like, being the leader in this is kind of weighing on me. I know I have to put the presentation together, so I'm going to be working on that today. I think I'm probably going to try to prioritize just the formatting of both the presentations and just take it slower today and be more of a passive role in the leadership. I want to enable people to take those design decisions themselves. Like, that's always been my goal. I'm just frustrated, I guess, because I think that I wanted them to just make those decisions on their own, but it's like I feel like I overstepped, but, like, telling them to step it up a little bit and go back to the brief a little bit. They're almost done. Like, it's just really hard to balance getting it done versus just doing it. Like, actually making something nice versus just finishing the assignment. And, like, I know I have to let go of some of my vision because the execution just isn't capable of being there yet because we're learning so much new stuff. So that's how I feel. I woke up with, like, that same, like, anxious feeling, which isn't really, like, I really hate it. Like, it's not normal for me to feel that way. It's been today and yesterday, and that's, like, not normal for me. So I really shouldn't think about it like, oh no, I'm a hot mess, because, like, this isn't normal for me. It's like something's changed, and I'm feeling that anxiety as a result of the change. And I think part of it is that I usually have a very slow Sunday, and yesterday was just very anxiety-inducing because of where we went and how we handled it. And I think on a normal day it wouldn't have been as bad, but on a day when I'm typically resting or I'm typically taking care of myself, it's hard when you're introducing such a big change. And then throw in, like, I usually have really slow weekends in general, and this weekend was just a constant moving. Like, it wasn't restful at all. I think the most restful thing I did was Sunday night, like, doing something chill. But normally I have, like, 2.5 chill days on the weekend. Like, I really do. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's just, like, I couldn't rest this weekend because of how much I felt was pressing on me. And I mean, because of it, I did get a few more things done, but it's, like, a disgusting feeling where it's like, well, yeah, I did it, but a part of me died. Like, geez, definitely not in my best functioning right now, and I know it's because of how much I have on my mind right now, and conversations that I need to have with, like, family members and other things to try and figure out Christmas break. So it's just all very, like, up in the air at the moment, and I know it'll settle down next week, but it's not Like, it really sucks right now. Like, it really feels so overwhelming. And it's just, like, my chest just hurts because it's like, whoa. Like, you did too much. Like, is my body being like, yo, slow the heck down. Stop trying to be everyone for everyone. And just be Susanna. That would be cool. I don't know if you can definitely hear it, but my voice is a little bit off today. I'm still gross. It's not like I don't think I have, like, a cold or anything. I'm just not, I need a day or two to, like, get back to normal, but maybe after this project. Well, definitely after this project. I didn't know how hard it was gonna be to, like, mentally, I feel like I'm trying to keep up with, or I'm comparing myself to other people that are in kind of similar situations, but they're also not the leaders in their groups, you know, they're not the ones making those decisions, so they get to play a more passive role. And I accepted that position of, like, leader before I really thought about the fact that I was doing so much, because to me, like, I don't really have that much of a social life. Like, I don't really have that much of, like, I don't have a dating life, that's for sure. And I don't really have, like, anything going on in other areas. So, to me, I was like, oh, I can totally handle this, it's fine. But it's like, oh, wait, I've got a lot going on in this area. Like, I've got the whole presentation on Chick-fil-A on Friday. I've got this going on. I've got that going on. I think it's important, like, as we're introducing new expectations for ourselves, to really be realistic and make sure that you plan in rest, because otherwise it won't happen. I'm not gonna work too late tonight. I can't do that. I need to rest. But I'm gonna try to just check in on everyone and get the presentation kind of thrown together. I also should do a renders of my milkshake bar tonight, because that was what I modeled out on the weekend. So I'm gonna have to render those out tonight. Possibly, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed, and it's like the anxiety levels are higher than, like, ever have. Like, I don't want to say ever, but it's higher than they've been since, like, a couple years, because I've definitely improved habits and done things better. So it's like, what's changed, you know? And it's the amount that I'm carrying mentally. I'm not able to put aside those things as easily as I normally do, and I think it's the lack of support, I guess, too. So, yikes. So, normally when I go to work out in the mornings, I don't bring my key because I get back early enough that none of my roommates have really gotten up, but this morning, apparently that's not the case, so now I'm locked out. Yay! It is around 1:15. I am feeling pretty good, better than yesterday around this time. But we're gonna go back to school and work on some more modeling stuff and formatting for the final presentation. I'm not as stressed as I was yesterday, but I'm definitely tired. I'm definitely feeling tired, but I think a lot of, saying, hey, like, this is where I'm at right now is really helpful, and being open with people and communicating is really such a helpful thing. I don't know, I feel like pretty good, and honestly making these videos has helped me a lot too. Like, being able to say, like, hey, it's okay for you to be stressed, and being able to say, hey, it's okay that you feel this way, but also the real encouragement of, like, it's okay for you to be confident in what you're doing, because there's nothing wrong with that. So that's how I'm at right now. I'm just gonna work the rest of the day, so I'm gonna have fun. Gonna be really tired, but that's okay.
It is now 6:45. I've had dinner, had a chill time. I wanted to say I had such a good time earlier. I drove one of my friends back to their apartment to drop them off, and I've always wanted to speak Japanese with someone, and I've never had like a good opportunity to, well, realistically, I've had tons of opportunities, but I've always gotten too nervous and overthought it and gotten perfectionistic and been like, I don't want to say anything wrong. I don't want to like disrespect it. But like the misunderstandings when I spoke with my friend today in Japanese were so much funnier than like me getting it right all the time. And like we had just a laugh because like I got one word mixed up and like we laughed about that. And like if there were words I didn't know in Japanese, I just substituted them with English because she could speak both. And so I don't know, it was just like the most fun I've had in a while. Like that honestly made like it made my week, if not like a couple of weeks, if not like significantly more than that, because like that's a huge victory to me. Like I've never had the like ability to just start speaking in it and not be overthinking it and overly criticizing myself. So it like really freed me to actually just speak, versus being so frozen up by making errors. So I don't know, I have this to thank for that. Making these videos has been a really good encouragement and building that confidence to step into that when an opportunity came. But like I'm so proud of myself. I'm so excited about that. Like honestly, I don't even care about the rest. Like that made my day. The rest doesn't matter. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty chill time. Nothing too big to comment on. Still pretty pooped, but I made a cup of tea and we will get through this together. Or I will get through this and you will watch me struggle. It's almost 10 o'clock, but I just have my first render that's actually good set up. I'll show you guys. So you're gonna see it on a crappy phone camera, but I'm kind of proud of it. Yay! This is my milkshake machine. Just kidding. So this is the machine part, this is a cup, and then this is the counter. I rendered all of that in Keyshot and I modeled all of it in SolidWorks. This was all like a lofted thing, so it's actually like funky, twisty. You can kind of see it from here, but this isn't the best angle for showing that part. This just took me like 5 seconds. I just threw it in really quick. And then this part has been a nightmare because all of these little pieces is a semicircle in SolidWorks, and so it's like 4 million triangles or something, which is ridiculous. And I probably should have rendered it more simply, but you know, sometimes you just gotta full send it and then learn as you go. So, but yeah, that's where it's at right now. I'm really proud of it. Now, I'm gonna go to bed and we're gonna deal with the rest tomorrow. That's the plan. Empathy is exhausting.